another video. I just woke up and I know this video is going to be posted way after the fact and way after Christmas most likely, but it is currently finals week here at the University of Glasgow. I'm a second year history and archaeology student, and today is going to be a day of revision and getting my life together for my final tomorrow. And then on Saturday, the day after tomorrow, I have to pack, and then I have a roughly 7-hour shift at work. And then on Sunday, I leave and I go home. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am from America. This semester has gone by so incredibly fast. I don't know how it's happened. I remember last year, semester 1, I felt like it kind of dragged on for a while, but this semester, now that I'm fully in the groove of things, it's all just flown by so incredibly fast. Anyway, I wanted to do this video as a day in my life during finals week, day of revision, and in the midst of all this, I'm gonna say bye to some friends. I already said bye to my friend Zoe yesterday. I woke up a little bit later than I wanted to, which is so fine because I've actually been very productive this whole entire week, and tomorrow is gonna be very busy for me, so I kind of needed that. And then I also have to do final grocery shopping because I won't have time to do it tomorrow or the next day, and then getting my life set up so that I can just focus on packing on Saturday. Anyway, just brushed my teeth, washed my face. I wanted to show you guys, I use jojoba oil on my face as my moisturizer every morning, but today and several days in a row, she's frozen over. I don't know if you guys can tell from the inside, probably not, but she's completely frozen. My room is freezing, and because me and my flatmates like to just save money on the radiator, it gets really cold in my room, and especially because of the high ceilings. You're not complaining about high ceilings, but it means that my room gets really freezing. Can you see this becoming literal slush? This is what I'm supposed to moisturize my face with in the morning. How am I supposed to do that? But oh, do you guys hear that? Oh, I finally got some. Look at that. Got way too much. Just like all splurted out on my hands, and my hands are really oily. But I wanted to show you guys how cold my room has been. And now my hands are so greasy. What am I supposed to do? Get a towel. So gross. Anyway, today is going to be, like I said, all about revision. So I'm going to, first off, I'm gonna make my bed. Productive day for me starts with a fully made bed, because clean room equals a clean mind. If I see a messy bed out the corner of my eye while I'm working, I will literally tweak out. I don't know why. I just hate having my bed not made. It really makes me upset. And then I'm gonna make some coffee. I'm gonna have some breakfast. I'm gonna do some revision, take a shower, and then I'll probably reconvene after that. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. I just made my coffee and I have some toast with Nutella. And before I actually like to start my day, I like to write a little to-do list just so I can feel better about myself, keep myself motivated, and just keep myself on task. I think it's honestly really helpful if you want the fullest, most productive day ever. I also wanted to add that this week has been one of the worst weeks ever. Now, I don't know if you guys watched my last vlog, but essentially a couple weeks ago, my archaeology essay was totally deleted because Word just crashed on my computer. I don't know what happened. That was honestly so bad of an experience because I had to sit and rewrite this essay the day before it was due, and it was literally torturous. And then after this, the fire safety handle on my door literally broke off. The screws came out and we had to call the owners of this flat so that they could come and fix it, and it was a whole ordeal, and I had to take down all the posters on my walls. That's why my room is bare, because I didn't want to just get in trouble. The owners were sitting there like, well, did you put anything on the door? Of course I didn't. And they were like, well, this is a new door fire safety thing. Really don't know what it's called. And I was like, I genuinely don't know. It was so stressful and so bad of an experience. And then after this past week, my computer charger just decided to stop working. And I've tried it on every single one of these outlets that do work, and it just stopped working, which was so bad because this happened over the weekend and I wanted to be productive over the weekend, and Amazon couldn't do next day delivery because it was the weekend. So I ordered the charger and I tried to go to the University of Glasgow library, and it was completely booked. If you guys want to go to the library and be productive during finals week, I would recommend just going really early in the morning and just calling it a day, because that's how busy it was. I literally went around every floor that had a computer. There are 11 floors, so I could use a computer, and I was unsuccessful. And there's also a room called the reading room that also has computers, again, completely full. So I was like, I could just sit and cry about this, which I did, or I could start getting productive. So I've decided to take notes from my phone. My phone is like this big, and I decided to handwrite. You guys see the amount of handwritten notes that I sat and took? When my actual charger came in, I was like, well, I can't start over and do the rest of my notes online. I have to continue doing it handwritten. So that's why all my notes are handwritten. I was literally hanging by a thread. And can I also say, in the midst of this, my job decided to put me on for way more days than I wanted to this week, including the day before I leave. And I'm probably gonna be closing until maybe 1:30 or 2 in the morning. And then I have to wake up really early and catch a flight right after. Not to complain, but just to like put everything into perspective, how this week's been going and how finals week has been, because honestly I wanted to do a full finals week vlog, but I just like couldn't find the motivation to do it because I was literally dying. Anyway, it's gonna be a good productive day. I did some revision, took a shower, obviously was just blow drying my hair. I cooked myself some spaghetti, and now I'm gonna get ready for this like Christmas movie night that my friend invited me to. She's part of like the Earth Science Society. I'm not part of it, but she invited me to go and just have like a last goodbye. So I'm really excited. I am obviously just a little bit stressed out about revision timing wise, but I know for a fact that I would spend those 2 hours just scrolling on my phone. And I feel like I've already been really productive this entire week, so I feel like this is well deserved. And it's like your whole day shouldn't be just studying and nothing else, because when the day of the actual exam comes, aka tomorrow for me, you're gonna be so worn out and just overly stressed, and nobody wants that. So today is a mix of just me doing the personal things I need to do, showering, cooking, and then saying bye to friends, watching a Christmas movie, so that tomorrow I'm fully prepped and ready to go. Actually, it doesn't start for another couple hours, but I wanted to get my makeup done and dry my hair so that when the time comes I can just put on some clothes and head out, because I do want to just head back straight into revision. I have to study 2 or 3 more lectures, and then later today I'm going to focus on actually getting some sources for the exam. Like I said, I have an archaeology exam tomorrow, and I'm really going to focus on the Middle Ages part of the semester because that's what I feel most comfortable with, instead of me trying to get sources for every single part of history and every single part of the course timeline. I'm just going to focus on this one part so that I can know it cold for the essay, which fingers crossed there's a good essay for the medieval question. I would say if you guys are revising, I don't know, when you do a similar subject, that you shouldn't just like waste your time trying to reteach yourself everything. And again, I've been rewriting all of the lecture notes for every single lecture essentially, because there's a good chance that literally anything could be on the test, but for what I want to really get sources for and spend time on is just a single period. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna do my makeup and then head back to work. Hey guys, so I'm getting ready to go out. I fully got dressed. Oh, I wanted to say, because it's freezing, like literally freezing outside, I have these leggings underneath my skirt and then like warmers underneath my skirt as well, so I can keep nice and warm. Put on my boots. I'm really excited. I only know my friend Kira at this thing I'm going to, so hopefully I be social and I can make a bunch of friends. Also would like to say, as I do in literally every one of my vlogs, it is currently 3:40 p.m. and the sun is going down, and I still have not gotten used to it yet. It's just so early. early. I feel like I just started the day. I feel like it's supposed to be laid out for another like couple hours, but no, it's dark. The sun probably won't come up until like 9 o'clock tomorrow. So it is hard to get used to, but that's just winter here for you. It's still lovely, it's still awesome, but for anyone out there wondering how Glasgow, Scotland is like during the winter time, it's freezing and there's not a lot of sun. So keep that in mind. Anyway though, for a little update on me being productive, I was listening to the Little Women soundtrack because I just started watching Little Women again while I was eating lunch and cooking lunch. I literally watch it every single year around Christmas time. I love watching it. And so I was doing my revision and I was like, I should just listen to the soundtrack. And as I clicked on the composer, I discovered it's the same guy who wrote the soundtrack for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Isn't that crazy? Like, no wonder why I like it so much. No wonder why I'm sitting here listening to my classical soundtrack music. Like, Also, can we talk about Spotify Wrapped really quickly? Because why are my top 5 artists just classical composers? Which, not complaining, because I love my classical music and I always listen to classical music when I'm doing homework and stuff. But a lot of the time I have YouTube on as my classical playlist so it doesn't mess up my Spotify Wrapped. So now I'm like, what have I actually been listening to? Because clearly all I've been listening to has been classical music. So that was a little bit upsetting. I was a little bit bummed out by that because I was like, well, all right. I would also like to say that I was revising for archaeology. I was doing the Book of Kells, which, if you guys don't know this, I've already seen, and you guys should totally watch my Dublin vlog because I totally featured the Book of Kells in that vlog when I went in October, so you guys should totally watch it. And it's so fun just like reading about something that you've gone and seen and then studying it in school. It's just like, I don't know, it's so fun. But anyway, besides the point, before I start running late, I'm going to head out, gonna put on a really big nice coat on, and then go to the Christmas movie night. Hopefully it's good. And then I'm thinking I'll just go grocery shopping, and I might cook again later today just to meal prep for tomorrow. I'm worried I'm not gonna have time to cook tomorrow because I'm gonna be so stressed about the exam, but I'll get to that eventually. Maybe I won't even end up doing that. But anyway, I'm gonna head out. So yeah, so I just came back from movie night and I also went to the grocery store right after. And can I just say, what an awesome movie. We ended up watching Klaus, and why has no one ever told me how good of a movie that is? I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have seen it and know it, but I've never seen it before. I've heard of it, but I don't know. I've never known it to be very, very popular, but it was so good. Not even just the story, but the animation was awesome, and it was a different take on Santa Claus. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna rewatch it just so I can make either my boyfriend or my sister watch it and just let them experience that movie. But anyway, it was cool because I think the society that my friend was in booked a room in the JMS. We were just sitting in a classroom watching it, which was actually pretty fun. Anyway, I did my last official grocery run of the year before I go home, and I wanted to show you guys what I bought for my family members. I bought about 7 boxes of this. I'm gonna try to bring them home because when my family visited back in October, they just completely fell in love. Hopefully they all fit in my bag. I would have gotten more, but I was like, I genuinely don't think I could fit all this stuff in my suitcase. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna have some dinner. I'll probably continue to watch Little Women, which again I started this morning, and then I think in the midst of all this I'll try to cook some rice so that it's ready for tomorrow. I'm not gonna eat the rice, I'll still have my leftover spaghetti, and then tomorrow I'll just chuck the chicken into the oven. This is just me, what I recommend for the day of an exam. If you have an online exam, just don't worry about doing all of the extra things in your life that could take up time, like cooking a big meal, which is why I'm just gonna stick to making the rice tonight. And yeah. Finally finished the entire overview of my archaeology course, just the general overview, so I thought I would show you guys how many pages it took me to write. 31. My brain is fried, and that's so fine, guys. It's so fine because it'll all be worth it in the end, I hope. Watch me like fail just to keep myself sane and my mind active and just my body active. I'm gonna do some nighttime stretches. Usually I like to go to the gym, work out, and do stretches after that, but I thought today I would just do my stretches so I can have more time to actually revise, and I thought I would do it at night so I could prep myself for the big day tomorrow. So I would also just recommend that in my general scope of things that I do during a day of revision to prep myself for a final. That way I won't feel so stiff, so stressed, and I can just take a breather and just fully relax myself and have my body feel the best that it can for tomorrow. And just in general for right now. so late, but I thought I would just end off the night by reviewing off the notes that I took for the past week. I already finished getting the sources I wanted to use for my essay tomorrow. Hopefully they actually come in handy and the questions that they give aren't just completely out of left field, so fingers crossed it actually ends up being useful. But yeah, I thought I would just end off the night reviewing my notes and then I'll head to bed pretty early. I've had a pretty productive day. A mix of being productive, but also, like I said, doing my own thing, being an adult, cooking, grocery shopping, socializing, and just living out my life. I feel like it's definitely all about balance. If you spend most of your time just studying, you're gonna want to explode. One of the things I did today was just in prep for tomorrow so that I wouldn't be entirely stressed tomorrow. I have final tomorrow and then another final next week. Like I said, I'm going home Sunday. So I'll be taking that final when I'm already back home, which is a little bit stressful because I can't really fully appreciate being home and seeing people and hanging out with friends and family I haven't seen for in a long time because I'll be sitting revising, which is fine. Anyway, I'm gonna chill here, maybe make some hot chocolate, and then I'll go take off my makeup, brush my teeth, wash my face, do the whole night routine, and maybe journal before I head to bed. Yeah.